I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame, though it might be nice to own a jet.
Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to another video on the Blue ZX. Today's video will be me removing the bumper, and I'll show you guys how we do that. And also I've decided on this video that we're going to show you guys how to tension the handbrake up, so we know what tension it is, so the car won't roll away when it's dropped back on its wheels. And we also will be removing the gear selector. So well, without further ado, we'll get started on that video now. So as you'll see in the last video where I removed the fuel tank, I am going to cable tie this pipe back that I've pushed through to there, and I'm now going to put the handbrake back on. So I'm going to run you guys through with putting this handbrake back on, and we'll go from here. So basically we've got this clip with the hook eyes on it, which will then slot straight away into, if I pull that back and pull that back, we can then hook that onto there like so. Hook that one onto there as well, like so. He says, just roll it forward, that will then hook onto there, and then we then drop it into that little groove just there. Chuck these back underneath the tunnel, and then we'll line this up and line this up like so. And we'll then get the nut and put that back on there. That's a 13mm. So I'm going to tighten that up a bit, and then I'll show you how to do the actual handbrake tightness. So as you can see guys, this is all still relatively loose, but it is all connected. If I pull the handbrake up, I can feel some resistance in there, but when I drop it down, it's really loose. So all we're going to do for the handbrake tension is, because I know the rear brakes are good, all we're going to do for the handbrake tension is literally snug this up. Doesn't need to be tight, but it needs to be enough so there's not much wobble on there and not much play, just like that. Might give it one more turn. So that is now just enough to hold the handbrake cables tight so they're not loose, and then when we pull the handbrake up, that will now work perfectly fine because this is really tight, and that will stop the car from rolling away nicely, and that ain't going to go anywhere. But obviously, like I say, when I release it, it's still firm enough not to wobble. And like I said, maybe you could give it one more turn, so that's nice and firm and not wobbling about, but there's no real tension on there, and that's why the handbrake will now come on nicely and go off. And that's how you adjust the handbrake on this car. So it's nice and loose and wobbling about free, but tight enough to hold it firm so it doesn't wobble too much. And then when you then pull the handbrake up, nice and tight, the wheels won't move. So when I put it back down on the wheels, I know it's not going to roll away. Now let's get you on to what this video is about, and that's removing the rear bumper. Actually guys, before we get under the car and start pulling the bumper off, well, I've just shown you how to do the tension on the handbrake. I'm thinking what we'll do is we'll get this gear stick out, and what we'll do is, that was originally pulled up like that, and you can see there was wound right down. But again, these have been pre-loosened, so these are all 10mm nuts. And we're going to get all the gear selector out and everything. So I'll finish undoing these, like so. So we're now on to the last one. Should come off by hand now. It's going to drop, I knew it would. So now what we'll do is we'll take you under the car and we'll drag that out. So as you can see, we're under the car, dragging this out. Oops, I didn't realise the fans were resting on it, but never mind, we've got that out now. And as you can see, this end, as you can see, this end is a bit groggy and could do with a little bit of a refurb. I'll just clean it up. This end is covered in road dirt, grease, oil, grime, and even a bit of grass from where it's just dropped on the driveway. So we'll clean all this up before it goes back in. But now what we will do is we will now definitely get you on to removing the rear bumper. So guys, I'm under the car. We've got one bolt here which has got like a clip behind, but the problem I've got is it is just rotating the bit up the top there. I don't know if you can see that. See if I can focus it up, but I don't know if you can see that or not. But basically the clip on the other side is just rotating. I'll show you what that clip's like, because I have got this one out on this side, which was a 10mm, and I used a pair of mole grips to hold the clip. See if I can. Mole grips to hold the clip bit, and as you can see, that's sheared straight off. It was a 10mm bolt, but that's literally what's left of it. But that's fine, I can put new clips, new bolts in. I'm not worried about that, but they're just a bit of a pain in the bum to get out. So I'm gonna get this one out as well. This one will probably snap as well, and then I'll show you what other bolts are on holding the bumper in. So guys, the second 10mm bolt is out. That one had to come out with the help of an angle grinder. As you can see, there's a couple of lines on there where I've caught, but nothing wrong with that. It can still be washer on there and still be perfectly used. This is the trouble I'm having. Let me see if I can get a clear focus on this. That was that there was the head of the bolt where I've like sort of teased it with the angle grinder to grind it down, and then there we've got these clips here which hold it, and that's basically, they got stuck on there basically. So if I take you around the side, just get rid of that, I don't want that, you will see that there's these trim pieces. They just hold on with these little plastic lugs. These ones are broken on this side, but I'll put some screws or some more plastic bolts clips in later. But that has got a screw in there as well, but I'm going to take the whole bumper off with that thing. And then on here, I'll show you the other side actually, because this bumper isn't cracked at this side. So as you can see, the bumper's cracked there, so I do need to do a bumper repair. But that is actually going to help me when it comes to showing you guys, because again, there's these little plastic clips, and they go into these holes and hook back up there. But behind the actual trim just here, there is clips there, and I'll show you a bit more about them when we actually get it off. But inside the boot there is a bolt just here, which is a 13mm bolt, which you can see I've already undone. So that's number one. Then we've got two in the middle, again 13mm bolt, out and out. And then if I spin you around the other way, right down in this corner just there is a number 4, again another 13mm bolt. Couldn't find it then, but like I said, they've all been undone with a 13mm socket and a ratchet just to speed things up. But that is now every single bolt off of the bumper, and we should now be able to just go just like that. And oh crap, there's wires here, 1 second, there we go. So that is one bumper removed. I'll probably tie that up somewhere or take it off. It's for the lights anyway, so I'll take the lights off next anyway, I think. So I'm going to leave that video here, and we'll call this one just a short little video of removing the bumper. Sorry guys, I said I'd leave that there, but then I forgot that I was going to show you these clips. If I can move that over into the sunlight, you can see that we've got 2 little holes there and 2 little holes there on that side. That goes around the side, and also this way we've got 2 little holes there as well, and 2 in the top one as well. Them ones are not coming up very well, but so basically on each side you've got those clips like that, and they slot into these brackets, and you've got the 2 pins there with that to hold it in, and you've got the same underneath on both sides. So to undo them, you would literally just pop a screwdriver under on both of those, and that's how you would do that. So it's pretty much how it's fixed at the side, just clipped on really, because it's got plenty of bolts for it to hold it. So now we're going to leave that here with the bumper off, and we'll finish this video here. So guys, thank you once again for watching my content, and if you like my content, give us a thumbs up. If you want to know any more about this project, or just chuck us any questions whatsoever, I'll answer them as best I can. Leave a comment down below, and if you subscribe to the channel, don't forget to ring the bell icon so you get notified of all my future uploads. I'm completely unaware at the moment as to what the next video is going to be, but I believe it'll probably be an engine bay related one. I am still working on that sat-nav project. That will be uploaded as soon as possible, but my electronic skills are not that great, and I'm just doing that as a little sideline, so I'm getting to grips with that. But like I said, I think the next video, car related, will be engine bay and fans on the little blue ZX. All that will come out, all the engine bay wiring. So like I said, like, subscribe and share. For the sneak peeks throughout the day, head over to the Instagram chat page, and that's the ZX Guy, same as my YouTube name. So thank you very much again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.